Our never-ending search for a new-to-us sofa led us to the prop sale for the Amazon series The Boys, and it was so incredibly cool. They have pretty much everything from all the interior scenes, from the apartments, from the Vought offices, kitchen stuff, decorative stuff, furniture, you name it, it is there, and it is so super cool to actually recognize things that we saw on the show. Of course, I had to grab a few items myself, which I will show you in a moment, but first, take a peek at this absolutely gorgeous sofa that was from Starlight's apartment. Unfortunately, it was a little bit too huge and a little bit too white leather for our taste. There was just so much cool stuff there, including this set of groovy gray velvet chairs from Stormfront's apartment. But back to Starlight's apartment, because really there was just tons of her beautiful white fancy furnishings from her apartment. Now, let me show you what we actually got. So here is all the stuff we got at the Boys prop sale. We don't have a car, so we had to take, a couple buses and a train to get there. So we couldn't get a lot, but this is actually pretty heavy. So I'm going to put it down for a sec. So you might be thinking to yourself, Refashionista Sheri, why are you wearing your bathrobe? I have a very good reason for that, though, and that is because I was rewatching the entire first 3 seasons of The Boys to see, could I spot any of the things we got in the scenes? And I did, actually, but more hilarious than knowing that some of the stuff I have in my house is actually in this show is the fact that my bathrobe that I've had for years is identical, absolutely identical to the one that Soldier Boy wears in season 3, episode 7, I believe. And I mean, that's just freaking hilarious. So, as an ode to Soldier Boy and his beautiful bathrobe, I'm wearing mine to shoot this video. But anyway, let's get on to the show and tell of what I got. Okay, so let's get going with this show and tell. Now, I know that I spotted this absolutely fantastic pink faux fur rug, and I grabbed it. Of course I did. And it's totally brand new. These are all things that were literally used for a set. So the sofas were barely sat on. The rugs were, if it was even walked on, who knows. I couldn't spot this exact one in any of the scenes, but Popclaw had a lot of faux fur in her apartment, and so did Starlight. So who knows? Could be from one of those, but it is absolutely huge, and it's pretty much my Refashionista brand color, so you don't get any more perfect than that. Okay, this next thing is so super cool, and it is, totally vintage. Look at that. Look at that. How awesome is that? It is, one of those little trivets. Do people still call them trivets? Or are they heating pads now that you would put in the middle of your table in the 60s and 70s and early 80s, and it would hold your hot stuff. But it's very, very cool, and it's definitely going to live in the middle of my kitchen table now. Right, this thing is the heavy thing, and I don't know how it's so heavy, but this is clearly, once again, something that is vintage and really, really funny. This still had the tag from a thrift store on it, so it's just super hilarious to know that set dressers and set decorators and the people who source all the stuff, of course they go to thrift stores as well, especially to get vintage stuff for those very, very specific scenes that they need to have very, very specific decor for. But I'm not really sure what this is. I mean, it just says not for food use on the back, but that's what I thought it was at first, another hot plate thing, but perhaps you put candles on it or something. I'm not sure. But we'll see where it's going to be in my house. And here, this absolutely gorgeous basket. It is so sturdy. It is metal with this, I don't know, bamboo or banana leaves or something all around it, and then leather straps. And this is definitely something that I think you would spend a lot of money for in a high-end decor store, and I did not. And it also, is famous because it was in a famous TV show. So cool. And last, but as always, not least, this is something that my kiddo desperately wanted. I don't know why, but she did. But this is the one thing that I was actually able to spot in the show, other than my bathrobe. So that is hilarious. And it is these faux flowers. As I said, I have no idea why she wanted them, but they were very, 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 very reasonably priced. So I got them for her and we washed them up and everything. So we'll see what she's going to do with these, but very, very cool that we actually now have the scene that these appeared in from season 3. So once I get everything sorted out where it's all going to live, I will of course create another video and share all of that with you. But I'm also wondering if you want me to keep kind of filming and creating videos of our insane hunt for a new to us sofa, because I don't know what's going on. We just can't find one. You know, the first place that we checked through, over $4,000 for a used sofa, excuse me. And this, you know, the prop sale, they did have lots of sofas, but none of them were to our taste and style. But the prices were absolutely reasonable and awesome for what you were getting. And so I will link down below to the Ready, Set, Recycle website. So if you're in the Toronto area, you know, give them a visit and go see what other TV show memorabilia and furnishings and decor they have. It is like the coolest thing ever. And we're definitely going to be going back more often now that we know that they actually exist. And until next time, stay safe, stay well, and I'll catch ya on the zigzag. I am so excited for season 4 of The Boys. I'm so excited I can't talk. Ah!
This is Confessions of a Refashionista.